AMA series airs every Wednesday by 4 p.m. GMT plus 1. Showing only on Crypto TV Plus.
Hi, this is Cynthia Petian with AWS Mining.
I'm Alexia Hefty-Rossier.
I'm Anand Mohan from Technobrain.
This is Anu Bardwaj from Women Investing, Women Digital.
And you are watching
You're watching
Crypto TV Plus.
Crypto TV Plus.
Crypto TV Plus.
Crypto TV Plus. Stay tuned.
Hello and welcome to a new episode of our AMA series live on Crypto TV Plus, where we ask our guest questions regarding their crypto journey and find out what they've been up to or what they are up to in the space. I am Tony Obiajuru. My guest on the program is a Ghanaian, but he prefers being called a global citizen. He joins me all the way from Ghana. So I'm going to be playing, just a short video of my guest.
Kwame A.A Opoku is an award-winning futurist, global business keynote speaker, a two-time TEDx speaker, brand architect, serial entrepreneur, and a social media and digital marketer. He was awarded the 2017 African Youth of the Year at the African Youth Awards and named among the top 100 global leaders of tomorrow by the St. Gallen Symposium, 100 most influential young Africans. On December 1st, 2018, he was announced ECOWAS Youth Ambassador. He was only recently named one of the top 100 speakers from Ghana, making him one of the youngest to ever make the list. As an entrepreneur, Kwame is the CEO of the Reset Global People, a leading communications, marketing, events, and SDGs-aligned agency with a bank of super creative and talented minds. Connecting, inform and creating inspiring work focused on youth engagement and policy, and also helping young people succeed. He is one of the most recognized voices on the continent in the area of exponential technologies and has since founded Future Governance Forum.
Okay, you're welcome to the program. On today's AMA, we will be finding out more about Kwame. I'm sure you're blown away by that profile. Quite an interesting profile, by the way. We're going to be knowing more about the Dyzrupt crypto project, the cryptocurrency that powers this amazing ecosystem, and as well as its future potential. You can be part of our conversation on the show. All you need to do is share your comments and send in your questions for Kwame using the comment section of the channel that you're watching this program from. I'll definitely pick it up and hand it over to Kwame. Hello, Kwame. Thank you for joining me on the program. How are you doing today?
Hi, Tony. Thank you for having me. I don't know who that profile was about. That was certainly not me.
Okay, I was even saying that was actually quite an interesting profile. What an amazing portfolio you've built for yourself over the years. And which brings me to the point where I ask you, to tell us your background story, and how you came about the blockchain technology. I would like to call it your crypto journey.
Interesting. First of all, thank you for having me. Such an honor to be here. I know that our entire community is watching as well as yours. So I would love to send greetings to some very key people just before I get into this. So greetings to Mr. D and my personal crypto mentor who has worked with me in this journey, Pasida as well, and their entire team at Dyzrupt. We're super excited to be here. I speak for an ecosystem, so I'm not working alone. I'm working with the spirit of the entire team.
Exactly.
So my crypto journey is quite interesting, and it just didn't bring me into cryptocurrency. It also brought me into futurism, because when you're reading my profile, it actually told you that I am a futurist, right? So May 2013, I don't know if you remember this, Tony, May 2013, the United States federal government shuts down Liberty Reserves, right? It was called LR. I knew a few friends in the hacker space. I was trying to learn a little bit of hacking. I was trying to understand technology. I was trying to learn a little bit of coding. At that time, it wasn't as pervasive as it is now. It wasn't as everywhere as it is now. It was something that some very few people used to do. And then I heard about this thing called the Bitcoin. Now, when I heard about it, you understand that for somebody who's like me, who's like a young person who wants or who has aspirations and ambitions of building something sustainable, I'm trying to stay away from anything that could be incriminating, right? So I'm told that there's this new thing that is replacing LR in the hacker space. And so a friend of mine says, oh, Kwame, let me give you some Bitcoin, right? I need a loan, I need a physical loan, I need fiat currency. So let me give you Bitcoin, and then you give me this amount of money, and then I'll pay you back, and then you can give me my Bitcoin. Or if it sounds good to you, you can keep the Bitcoin and give me the loan. So at this point, my friend is looking for what would be now $100 equivalent.
Wow.
But back then, it didn't even have that value. And he wanted to give me 100 Bitcoin. And I said no, because I don't want to be arrested, you know. So I didn't take it. I did give him the money. I told him, go work with it, do whatever you have to do. When you have the money, come and pay back. The part that hurts my soul is that he didn't even pay back the money, and I didn't take the 100 Bitcoin. So fast forward 2016, Bitcoin starts picking up, and then it starts making the waves. You know, I'm very, very connected to the tech ecosystem. I'm beginning to understand more and more about blockchains and smart contracts and how we can apply it. We're already working on a project sort of to use blockchain to power decentralized voting in Africa. So there's a lot of research around it at the time. And I hear that Bitcoin is appreciating in value. And I said, wait, which Bitcoin? And they said,
the one you're aware of?
The one you're aware of. It's like around $500 now. I said, what? So I now try to look for the number of my friend. I've not spoken to him in 3 years. He had relocated out of Ghana. He had moved to London. So today, if I find him, he'll give me my 100 Bitcoin. So for me, that was the journey. And so waking up and seeing that, oh my God, I lost out on such a great opportunity when it was next to nothing, then brought me to the full realization that I needed to pay attention to cryptocurrency as an industry. I needed to pay attention to the blockchain technology that was powering it. And then since then, it's been uphill for me. So at that point, when I realized that, I started doing my Bitcoin investments. You know, every now and then you get tempted to want to spend it because Bitcoin had this hype cycle.
Yeah, it's gonna.
You know, at the time that everybody came against it, Warren Buffett, everybody was like, it's gonna bust, it's a bubble. You know, you get scared a little bit and you want to move out of it. But that's how my journey into crypto started. Yeah.
Wow, awesome. All right, quite a story there. So let's now look at this project, you know, that you've decided to associate yourself with. You are the Chief Communications Officer of Dyzrupt, or the Dyzrupt ecosystem. Tell us about this project.
So it's interesting because I'm a very hard person to convince. I don't know about you, Tony, but before I take a step, especially because I had built a bit of a brand for a while now, I am very, very particular about what I lend my name and my brand to. So the Dyzrupt conversation came to me about 6 months ago, right? And when it came to me, I said, look, I have seen these things before. I had been contacted before by some other potential companies who wanted to work with me because of my audience or because of what I speak about, because all I speak about is technology, by the way. The Dyzrupt project, when I looked at the short term, I looked at the mid-term, and when I looked at the long term, it was a no-brainer. To me, it was like an instant epiphany of, oh my God, this is it, right? And the reason why it really stood out to me is because personally, as an individual, I am always investing myself in things with it's something that the utility goes beyond just my self-serving purpose. I don't know if you understand me.
Yeah, I do.
So it needs to go beyond me. It needs to have within itself a certain element of empowering communities, empowering people, and especially if it allows people to create wealth, I'm all up for it. So once I started digging deep into the project, the business case and everything, it was like, oh my God, I need to come be a part of this. Posterity will judge us positively for this. we will look back and we'll be very proud of ourselves. And for me, that was the reason why I decided to jump on the project.
Interesting. So what are the solutions, right, that this particular project, is bringing into the crypto market or the crypto space in general?
Fantastic. So this is what makes us a little unique. So this is more like a pitch of our unique selling proposition. First of all, Dyzrupt as a company is a blockchain-based innovation company. We're very, very much focused on creating top of industry, global best practices, type of innovations and services. But the reason why we feel so confident about our project is because regardless and irrespective of how technical blockchain and cryptocurrency is, Dyzrupt is built in a way that the everyday person can plug into the ecosystem and benefit from it. We are looking at being able to develop revolutionary, products which is fully decentralized. It needs to be transparent. It needs to give our participants equitable opportunities while supporting the very, very ordinary African. So as you're looking, if you look across our continent, you know that one of the biggest problems we have is that the equitable distribution of wealth is a real challenge. Especially if you look at our types of government systems. You just saw what happened in Nigeria a few months ago, and you can see that even in countries, even in cities, even in towns, you can be in Lagos, and in Lagos there are class 1 citizens, there are class 2 citizens, there are class 3 citizens.
And it keeps going.
So Lagos is not the same Lagos for everybody, right? And I've lived in Lagos for a while, so I know this, and it's the same across the continent. So we want to make sure it's equitable distribution of wealth for everybody. The part that really knocked me in the tummy, that made me say I'm going to sign up for this, was because when I heard the CEO's vision, it was that he had a very laser focus on women. And Tony, because you're in this space, you know the entire conversation about women's participation in technology and how the numbers are not at par in any way. They don't
tally. Yeah, especially when we place it against the male genders.
It is just really the gender parity is wide,
very wide.
And I saw the women empowerment element of it, and I'll speak a little bit about that in a bit. I was like, this is it. This is a way that we solve one of Africa's greatest problems. Just trace it to the core of how many of our other problems will be solved if we could get more people to be wealthy, right? Just think about it. Think about the corruption, think about the crimes, think about a lot of the social vices that we have in our systems. How many of them is rooted in poverty? For which reason, if we were able to solve the poverty problem, we will be able to dissolve a lot of these issues. And so Dyzrupt is saying, we're here for the ordinary African. We're here for the authentic African woman. We're here for everybody to be able to tap into one ecosystem and benefit from it. That's what makes us unique. And as I break it down, as we go ahead, I'll be able to explain it further.
Interesting. This is awesome. I'm even right here thinking about the name Dyzrupt. To disrupt the whole, the whole traditional system. I'm going to go to the comment section on Facebook. Please don't forget that you can be part of the conversation. You can join us on the program and be part of the conversation. All you need to do is just send in your comments, your thoughts, or you want to ask Kwame a personal question or a question as it relates to what we're talking about on the program today. You can do that using the comment section of the channel where you're watching this program from. So I'll just quickly take a few comments from Facebook already as I see people. Temitokpe Omolayo says, "Oh my God, 100 BTC." Kwame, I think he's reacting to that amount of BTC right there that you lost. Coming back to the cryptocurrency, right, that powers this ecosystem, because from my research I discovered that Dyzrupt has a crypto token. Tell us more about this cryptocurrency.
Great. So the Dys token, or the Dyzrupt token, is built on the Waves platform. We are paired against the USDT for anybody who wants to acquire it. And this is what powers our entire ecosystem, from our decentralized finance solutions, our Dyzrupt project that I will talk about in a bit. I'll tell you a little bit also about Desia, which is something that's very, very personal to me, because I feel like it is within that particular project initiative that will be able to create a lot of wealth. And Desia is basically our decentralized exclusive cryptocurrency investment advisory, right? And this is basically where we bring our team of global experts, and they help train you in ways that you can use cryptocurrency to create wealth, whether that is trading, whether that is long-term investments, short-term investments, staking, on-staking, all of those, opportunities that we have in the blockchain space. So our token is out. It's already out. Is $5 per token now. Like I said, it is on the market. It is $5 per token as we speak. We have released a very limited number of tokens onto the market. You can get it on the Waves exchange platform, and it is paired against the USDT. So this is the token that is powering our entire ecosystem, powering all the projects, powering every single thing we're looking to do to bring true innovation to the continent and make sure that blockchain makes sense to the everyday person.
Interesting. Now, Kwame, one of the challenges with most of the cryptocurrencies that we all know, looking at the mother of all Bitcoins, some people will claim Bitcoin, of all cryptocurrencies rather, Bitcoin, we have Ethereum. Now, some of the challenges that are particular to those cryptocurrencies, right, are their use cases. Now, we've seen Ethereum over the past few months been doing something about upgrading, right? And now we have Ethereum 2.0.
Yeah.
What gives you that guarantee, right, that in a market where we have 1,000 countless cryptocurrencies, that Dyzrupt is going to stand out and actually break the barriers that some other probably DeFi tokens and other cryptocurrencies, as well as the altcoins, are experiencing in the market?
Fantastic. So I'm glad that I'm talking to you, and I'm talking to a community that understands cryptocurrency and understands that ultimately it is about the business case and the project behind the token. So I'm going to only specify and speak about one, right, of our initiative, and I want you to think about it. So one that we're just about to roll out immediately we hit Q1 2021 is our initiative called Dyzrupt, which is DYZAWE, Dyzrupt. Now, Dyzrupt is basically disrupts African women empowerment, right? AWE, Dyzrupt, right? Now, it was created to help African communities through funding of existing businesses and startups. So think about it like this, my brother. In Africa now, we're about 1.2 billion, okay? Out of the 1.2 billion, over 680 million of those are women. Follow me with the mathematics. Because anybody who follows cryptocurrency understands that it's a numbers game as well. So 680 million are women. Out of that 680 million, 50% of that are women above the ages of 18.
Okay.
Right? So now we've broken that 680, we're now about 340 million, right? This is saying that 3 times in a year, we're going to launch a women empowerment entrepreneurship challenge. And all you need to do is you have to be a woman within the continent between the ages of 18 and 45. If you have a great startup idea, or you have a great startup company, whether it's an idea or is a company that already exists, you can apply for a funding of $30,000 to go and fund your business. However, the requirements are that you need to be woman, or it needs to be a woman-led startup. You need to be between the ages of 18 and 45, and you need to hold at least $10 worth of Dyzrupt tokens. You don't need to pay that money to us. So think about it as, for instance, if it was Visa Nigeria that was doing the funding for entrepreneurs, what we're saying is that own a Visa card and have $10 on it. Are you following me, right?
Interesting.
So if you think about those numbers, even if we get 1% out of the 340 million women across the continent applying for this funding, and each and every single one of them is holding $10 worth of Dyzrupt token. Think about the numbers and what that does to the value of Dyzrupt in the next few months to come. And this is only one project, one initiative. And it's going to be running back to back every year, 3 times a year, 30,000 to the overall winner who will get the fund. 10 other winners would also be given funding and will be trained within our DESIA program on how they can use cryptocurrency to raise money for their businesses. And guess what? This is where it gets interesting. Once you apply for the funding, we put it out because we're truly a decentralized platform. We put it out there for you and yours and the community around Dyzrupt to start voting for the business ideas that they believe deserves the funding. All and every single individual who would be coming on the platform to vote would also need Dyzrupt tokens to be able to vote. Look at the dynamics of the numbers and what that does to the value of Dyzrupt at that point. So this is just one. We have our rollout. If you've been to our website, I'll speak about it, I'm sure, before I leave. You will see that our rollout is in phases. This is just phase one. This is just one single initiative. We have not touched our decentralized finance services. We have not touched our DAO system. We have not touched DESIA yet. We've not even gone to some of the innovations that we've not even put out yet. And so this is the reason why when we look at the business case, we say no. There's a real demand for women-led businesses that need funding who will not take the opportunity for granted if they get the opportunity to get the funding and the assistance that they need. This is the reason why we're super confident that the Dyzrupt token will appreciate in value over the next few months. We're looking at 6 to 12 to 18 months. Our projections are extremely high. I'll probably not mention a number, but if you're looking at the business case critically and the amount of transactions that can be created around just this one initiative I told you, then you understand where our confidence comes from.
Awesome. All right, Kwame, you talked about the fact that this particular use case, right, of the Dyzrupt ecosystem or the Dyzrupt platform is going to be launching in the first quarter of next year. Am I correct?
Yes. Yes, sir. Okay,
and to also be sure, the overall winner, do we have one woman who's going to claim the $30,000 worth? Or we have probably a selected number of people who are going to win that particular amount?
So the overall winner wins $30,000. 10 other finalists whose ideas are voted by the community would also receive seed funding.
Seed funding.
In every single season, 11 people will walk away with prizes. The other people who also take part of the process, apply for the funding and everything, would also have an opportunity to use DESIA, which was our crypto investment advisory, which would then help you, even if you didn't win any amount, then to be able to trade or invest or learn ways you can make money from cryptocurrency to then support your business.
All right, great. We have a whole lot to talk about on the program, but before we go straight into the roadmap, the roadmap, right, of this project, let's just go on a very short break. And when we come back, we are going to be hearing from Kwame tell us the roadmap that this project has. As well as the future potential of this project. If you're watching on YouTube, don't forget to hit the subscribe button. And on Facebook, share with your friends and families. Let us all learn about the Dyzrupt ecosystem. I'll be right back after this break.
Kwame A.A Opoku is an award-winning futurist, global business keynote speaker, a 2-time TEDx speaker, brand architect, serial entrepreneur, and a social media and digital marketer. He was awarded the 2017 African Youth of the Year at the African Youth Awards and named among the top 100 global leaders of tomorrow by the St. Gallen Symposium, 100 most influential young Africans. On December 1st, 2018, he was announced ECOWAS Youth Ambassador. He was only recently named one of the top 100 speakers from Ghana. making him one of the youngest to ever make the list. As an entrepreneur, Kwame is the CEO of the Reset Global People, a leading communications, marketing, events, and SDGs-aligned agency with a bank of super creative and talented minds, connecting, informing, and creating inspiring work focused on youth engagement and policy, and also helping young people succeed. He is one of the most recognized voices on the continent in the area of exponential technologies and has since founded Future Governance Forum.
Have you heard of the first crypto comedy show in Africa? Now you've heard.
Educated and entertained
On everything blockchain and fintech.
Don't forget to follow us on all our social media platforms at Crypto TV Plus.
Do not miss Crypto Roast every Friday, showing on Crypto TV Plus.
All right, welcome back. Thank you for staying with us. This is AMA series live on Crypto TV Plus, Africa's leading blockchain and cryptocurrency media outfit. On the program, I have Kwame Opoku, who we've been talking about the Dyzrupt and the innovative ecosystem. He is the Chief Communications Officer of this project. He was only recently announced as the Chief Communications Officer. Interesting. And Kwame, empowering women actually is an interesting and an impressive way of incentivizing people, especially as we see around the community. Right now, just before we continue with the roadmap, all right, let me just go to the comment section on Facebook to see what our viewers are saying. Sure. I have Uzo Chineberim saying not just empowering women, but empowering women that are good for the job. Yes, Kwame made mention of that, the fact that they have a working project that is actually a working project that has to do with empowering women or other women as well. We also have a comment from Adeliki. She says empowering women is a better incentive. It is also another way to introduce cryptocurrency into the society, and I believe that is why Kwame is so confident of the fact that the value of Dyzrupt token will definitely skyrocket. But let's look forward to all that. Coming to you, Kwame, right now, let's look at the roadmap. You've just mentioned one of the use cases, all right, of this token, even as we move into the first quarter of next year. But let's now look at the long-term plan. What is the roadmap of this project like?
Fantastic. So it's important to note here that first of all, our app is live on the Google Play Store, which is the Dyzrupt app. The D app, our version 1.08 is out. We're so excited about it because we've been working on this for months, years, not even months. Since I've been here, since I've been in the background working on the communication framework for Dyzrupt, one of the things I've been very, very particular about has been our app and how effective and easy to use it will be for the everyday person. We do understand that one of the complications of blockchain is that it's entirely too technical every now and then. And so we built our app with the everyday person in mind. And so if you go to the Google Play Store now and you type in Dyzrupt, you will get our app and you will be able to then, once you've bought your tokens from the Waves exchange, bring it onto your wallet, and our staking platform is live and operational as we speak. So that's something that I would love everybody to be able to know about. And if you know crypto and if you understand it very well, you know that this is the time you want to quickly grab your token, come to the platform. Yes, and plug it into the system, because that's how you make your profit and you're able to claim your rewards. On iOS, we should be live on our iOS Q1 of 2021. And so if you're on iOS, all you need to do is hold on, or for now, look at ways that you can get it on an Android and be able to use it. So super excited about the app. We cannot wait for people to experience it, experience the unique transactional speed that we have been able to bring in. If you buy Dyzrupt tokens and you send it, it is almost instantaneous You do not need to wait for processing time and gateway and all of that. We work with a very, very credible team to be able to achieve that kind of infrastructure. So that is one. We would also, of course, as we go into Q1 and Q2 and long term, we'll be introducing our DeFi platform, which will be giving you alternatives to almost every single thing that your bank offers you within the crypto space. These are your loan facilities. You are able to save your cryptocurrency. In fact, every single thing you can do in banking, every single financial transaction that you are able to perform within your fiat currency framework, you'll be able to do it on our DeFi platform, which is something that I cannot wait, because all of us in Ghana, for instance, last year, we saw about 29 banks collapse at the same time on each bed with your money in the bank. You woke up in the next morning, the bank had disappeared. It's gone.
Wow.
And it wasn't one bank. It wasn't two banks. It was 29 financial institutions. No, sorry, it was 36 financial institutions, including money, microfinances and main banks, right? So I'm excited about DeFi and what it can do for communities. And then we're also going to introduce and roll out Desia, which is what I spoke about earlier. The Dyzrupt exclusive cryptocurrency investment advisory. Anybody knows that if we're going to go into stock, or if we're going to go into even your mortgage or any form of investment, you're going to get investment experts and analysts to sit down with you and tell you, this is what we think you should do. This is how we think you should go. Within the cryptocurrency space, because it is new technology, a lot of people do not understand the framework that is guiding it. For which reason we're setting this up so that the everyday person can plug into an ecosystem of knowledge, information, insights, and signals and be able to create wealth for themselves using cryptocurrencies. We also, of course, will be bringing our own debit cards that will make sure that in the very near future, you are able to use your Dyzrupt debit cards with across across the world, to be able to access fiat currency, to be able to also, transact other cryptocurrencies as well. And then our Dyzrupt decentralized exchange is also going to be rolled out. Now, we have some very mind-boggling initiatives that are still going to be rolled out behind the Dyzrupt ecosystem. That excites me because I'm inside and I know what is happening. But in Q1, Q2, Q3, Q4, 2021, we're looking at launching this off, making sure we're empowering our women, making sure that the currency is being used, transactions are being done. Our voting system would be up and running where people can vote for different types of things. Let me tell you a brilliant thing we have done, by the way, that everybody will be excited about. And Tony, I want you to think about this. So I'll use you as my example. So Tony, Tony, your sister is called Michelle Obama, right? That's your sister. I'm giving you one. So Michelle Obama is your sister. She applies for the 30,000 fund. She's holding $10 worth of Dyzrupt, and she's gone into the system. Tony is a rich guy. Tony is well-to-do. He says, I want my sister to win. So Tony buys $100 worth of Dyzrupt token so that he can vote for his sister to win.
Her sister, right?
Now, when the transactions are going on, of course, the value of our Dyzrupt token is improving. This is the beauty of Dyzrupt. And this is what we mean by we have come to truly empower the community. Immediately the season ends, Tony, Dyzrupt gives you back all the tokens you used to vote for Michelle Obama for the season. It is yours.
Are you
We do not keep.
serious?
Yes, please. So what happens is, if you bought the token at the time that it was $5 and you bought 100 of those, you spend $500. Now that we're giving you back your tokens, Dyzrupt is at $50. The money that you brought in to come and help your sister win has made you money because we're not
appreciated in price.
Yes, it has appreciated in price. This is the beauty of what. And so, like here in Ghana, we have beauty pageants, we have, sport events and stuff like that, and people vote. And once you vote, your money is gone for good. Dyzrupt said, no, we want to make sure we are maintaining the wealth within the ecosystem so that anybody who plugs in, even just to support somebody else win, we're going to make sure they also make some wealth. This is what we are offering to the market.
A whole lot of incentive, huge incentives for this project. Interesting. Wow, I actually can't wait. And thank you for that analogy, using or calling my sister Michelle Obama. That's quite a placement there. All right, thank you so much, Kwame, for breaking that down. Now let's look at the app that you mentioned. While you were explaining, you talked about the mobile app that is currently available in the Google Play Store for for users to be able to download. And I just want to ask you, what wallets currently accepts or holds the Dyzrupt token? Like, for example, if I purchase the Dyzrupt token, what amount of wallets would probably give me access to be able to have this token inside?
Great. So as of now, you can purchase Dyzrupt tokens on the Waves Exchange website or app, and you'll be able to also keep the tokens within the Waves Exchange wallet. If you do not want that, then you can download the Dyzrupt app and import your wallet and hold it inside the Dyzrupt app. So as of now, you can either do it within our app, our own D app, our decentralized app, or you can hold it within the Waves Exchange app. As our partnerships are being confirmed.
Yes. The app that you're talking about now, is it a Dyzrupt wallet itself?
Yes, it's a Dyzrupt wallet itself.
Okay.
Our app is a wallet. It has a wallet within it where you can keep your Dyzrupt tokens if you are holding it, for long term for appreciation, or you can also stake. And it is that same platform, that same app that you'll be using to vote. It will be that same app that people will use to apply for this. Immediately we roll it out. You can also, like I said, use the Waves Exchange wallet to hold your Dyzrupt tokens as well. As we're confirming more and more partnerships, we'll be announcing the different wallets and the different platforms where you'll be able to get Dyzrupt tokens, and you also will be able to keep it within those wallets. So for now, it's two. You get our app, or you use Waves
or the app itself. All right. So before we get on with discussions around the partnerships right now, let's look at the potential listings that you have. What exchanges in like specific exchanges do you intend to list the Dyzrupt token, and do you also intend to have this token on the CoinMarketCap?
Fantastic. So as a project, the thing that we're doing is, I did mention that we're very, very keen on global best practices. You know that when it comes to cryptocurrencies, one of the biggest issues around this is issues of trust, issues of scam and people's mistrust towards the system, which is absolutely fine, because it is what happens about all new technologies, right?
Of course.
So as a company,
and coupled with the experiences that people have with MMM and the likes.
In the past, so you can. Yeah, for me, like I said, I'm a very hard one to convince. So when you see me on something, you know that whoever did the convincing has done a great
must have
job.
done a whole lot of job.
Yeah. So both our engineering and development departments are very much aware of these circumstances surrounding our industry. So to answer your question, we're working across board globally. The reason why, in fact, and let me say this, without fear, and I hope that my CEO doesn't punch me for this, the reason why we've actually not rushed to list or in any way jump onto some of these global platforms yet is because, please understand that we created the Dyzrupt token and all of this accompanying services and platforms and products for the African to be able to benefit first. Because between me and you, Tony, the crypto heads who understand crypto, once they see a business case, can tell that this project will be able to rise or will not be able to rise. And so understanding the unique potential of our project, our CEO and the entire governing board has said, let us make sure we get as many tokens into the hands of Africans before we open it up to the global market and world. They swallow it all up. And then now we need to go out there and chase them to buy something that was built for us by us.
Okay,
and so
I see the plan here is to like keep the wealth within. Keep the wealth within before taking it without.
Absolutely.
All right, so right now I'm going to be taking more comments from our viewers on in the comment section, especially on Facebook. This is a question from Uba Ugochukwu Evans. Kwame, Uba wants to know, does the funding of the Dyzrupt initiative come from the token sales? I believe you've touched this before, but if you could just reiterate, please. Does the funding of the Dyzrupt initiative come from the token sales, rather?
I can say to you, we're not even doing this just as an incentive. As I speak to you, and some of our partners have even brought this up, the $30,000 for season 1 of our Dyzrupt challenge is already sitting in an address that can be verified by anybody should they want to know. So we do not even need to raise the money from our token sales. We already came in as a company saying we have been doing crypto. My CEO has been doing crypto for 2 decades. Our chief strategic advisor has been doing it for about 15 years. They have seen the wealth that cryptocurrency can create. They have taken of their own pockets to build this project. Build this platform, and I've already put in the money up front to make sure that we empower the women that we have set out to empower. And so the money is not even necessarily going to come from the token sales. So it's already sitting. The company has made provision for that, but because we believe in the strength of our business case and know that the business will be self-sustaining, after season 1, season 2, it should be able to take care of itself.
Okay, thank you so much for that response, Kwame. I believe your question has been answered. And let me see if we could get one more question or a reaction. Tim Tokwe says, wow, never seen a project that returns back to its users. Interesting. I'm glad you're using that expression. Wow. Now that you've brought up, the team behind the Dyzrupt project, would you, like to engage me more on, the other, like the team members, the whole body of people who have come together to put this project forward?
Fantastic. And what I can tell you is there is going to be a big reveal of our entire team, our engineering partners, our development partners, and all of the people we're working with. Now, as Director of Communications, I'm one of the few faces you're going to be seeing. But over the period of time, through our websites and through our official communication platforms, you would be seeing more and more of the team. You are in one of our group chats on Telegram, and so and you've seen the kind of interactions that go on in the group, and some of our team members are in there. Yes. We have team members in Botswana, we have team members in South Africa, we have team members in Ghana. Of course, I'm speaking from Ghana. We're currently working with a few people. We're currently working with a few people in Nigeria as well. So our team and everybody who is part of the project will be revealed as time goes on. Like you said, I was announced as a communications officer just a few weeks ago, if not last week or last 2 weeks. But I had been in the background for about 6 months doing work. There are a lot of people in the background, and we'll be revealing it as we go forward.
All right, let's talk about partnerships, Kwame. What are the potential partnerships that the community are going to be expecting or seeing, from the Dyzrupt project, even apart from in Africa, across the globe as well?
Fantastic. So this is the beauty of the work that we're doing. Now, the thing that I can speak about very strongly is that we are looking at partners within the blockchain ecosystem and the cryptocurrency ecosystem who are delivering the type of utility that we want for our community. So we are fully open. For instance, you mentioned the listings. We're working on as many of them as possible. We're going to announce them as they come in. In terms of partnerships, we're talking to as many of the globally acceptable, strong partners within the ecosystem who we believe will be able to help us deliver the utility that we're promising our community. So those are some of the things that we're looking at. But like I said, how cryptocurrency, the entire industry rolls out. Everything rolls out in phases. And as we go more and more information will be available. Yes.
All right, let me just take a comment from our YouTube channel. This is from King Madsazi. He says, I share his excitement and with a popcorn emoji. The Dyzrupt future will be one of the best things I'm looking forward to witness and for me be part of as well. Before I let you go on the program, Kwame, it's actually been great speaking with you and discussing the Dyzrupt innovative ecosystem as well as its future potential, because that is actually the most important thing when we talk about analyzing projects like this. How long can they last? We've seen projects come and go. We've seen projects come with a whole lot of promise, and before we know what's happened with it, before you know it, before you even blink your eyes, they are off the market with people's money. So it is very, very important, right, that people understand the long-term goal of this organization or of this crypto project that we are talking about. So before I let you go on the program, Kwame, tell us, in the next 5 years, where do you see Dyzrupt?
In the next 5 years, we have a cryptocurrency that has appreciated well over $10,000 plus. My senior coordinator and trade advisor is based in South Africa. He projects about $17,500 as the price of one Dyzrupt token.
In 5 years?
Yes.
$17,500.
As the price of one Dyzrupt token in the next 12 to 24 months. He's one of the most mathematical minds I have met in recent times. Such a strong believer in crypto because of all that he has seen. In the next 5 years, we have powered close to 5,000 women who have received the funding, who have gone through death here, who are crypto maniacs, who are creating wealth and creating that ripple effect across board and empowering more women. In the next 5 years, Dyzrupt is something that the ordinary person can understand. It's like what mobile money is today for everyone. We've introduced more and more solutions that allows people to truly use the cryptocurrency and blockchain technology to empower themselves in all the things that they do. In the next 5 years, because of the myriad of connections that we have in terms of utility in our projects, nothing is kicking us out of the market, and we're still here delivering a lot of value to our community and those who trusted in the project right from the get-go.
All right, Kwame, with what you've said, I will be here following the growth and the journey of this platform. And I trust that in the next 5 years, or when we meet 5 years after, we'll be able to point back to this day and say, yes, we actually achieved, everything that Kwame said, on the program. Just to wrap it up, what intentions do you people have, to contribute to the global awareness and adoption of cryptocurrency? Looking at, if you talk about the rate of awareness, Nigeria, they're beginning to, I'm talking about from the arm of the government, they are looking into implementing the blockchain technology to be able to solve major problems in the economy. We can see, something happen in other African countries as well. But is Dyzrupt doing anything to, to sensitize more people, like probably organizing events, conferences, trainings as well? Are we looking forward to this?
Well, that was what I was brought on to do. My job is to make sure everybody within the continent hears about Dyzrupt, and we have a very strong communication and PR plan in place. We're straddling up partnerships with influencers across board. We're engaging with institutions as well. We're going to be launching, of course, events across board, media campaigns, social media campaigns. It is not even just about Dyzrupt. For us, when it comes to the awareness, it is to tell the everyday person there's a technological revolution happening right under your nose that can allow you to escape the poverty trap or to build sustainable wealth for you and yours, your community, your society, your nation, and your continent. And we think you should pay attention to it, such that even if you don't believe in Dyzrupt, please pay attention to blockchain. Please pay attention to cryptocurrency, because it is real, it is legitimate.
It is here to
stay. Exactly. It is not a bubble. And so we have a lot that we're going to be rolling out, and then we're going to make sure that people really benefit. But let me give this last thing a little bit of a correction before I let you take over and sack me from the show. So we're listed on the Waves Exchange, but the wallet is only in the app. So I just wanted to make that clarification.
Okay.
Yes, so the wallet is only the app, but we're listed on Waze. And if you realize, we did not do an ICO.
Yes,
because
I noticed too.
Yes, we didn't want some people to have, first footing or first mover advantage. We wanted everybody to, yes, we wanted everybody to have a go at it. We used our own money, our own startup, funds to build our app that was not generated from token sales. We basically are a self-sufficient blockchain-based company and organization that is here to offer more and more for the community and allow them to be able to create wealth for the everyday African. And that is what the Dyzrupt message is about.
All right, so to bring the show to a close, I'll just take one more comment from the comment section. Evans says, "Wahala for who no be human." Kwame, it's been an insightful and highly educative 1 hour speaking with you. Thank you so much for agreeing to speak with us on Crypto TV Plus. We will be here reporting on all the major developments that are happening with the Dyzrupt project. And trust me, I'm also joining my faith with you, the excitement with you as well, as we see the rise of this project. Thank you so much for speaking with us. I have to let you go right now.
Yes, sir. Thank you.
All right, so don't forget that you can get more market updates and analysis, all the latest developments captured within the world of blockchain and cryptocurrency on our website, www.cryptotvplus.com. Follow us as well across our social media platforms at Crypto TV Plus to get daily info of our programs. This Wednesday, we're going to be having Crypto Roast by 9 p.m. GMT plus 1. By 9 GMT plus 1, all right? And we've come to the end of the program. I look forward to seeing you again next week, Wednesday, 4 p.m. GMT plus 1 for another exciting session of our AMA series. I'm sure you enjoyed listening and hearing from Kwame. Till I come your way next time, it's a bye for now.
Oh, hi. I'm a smart investor. I dare say that because I understand the cryptocurrency markets and I am up to date on every new development, fintech and blockchain ecosystem. All because I watch the Inside Blockchain show on Crypto TV Plus. Every Monday morning, Crypto TV Plus brings you news headlines of top stories, interview with an expert, and give you detailed market analysis to enable you make the right business moves. Now you too can become a smart investor if you don't miss it. The Inside Blockchain Show, only on Crypto TV Plus.